Back at home, feeling misunderstood, and between these ears ain't nothing good.
Thank you guys for listening to those messages from our sponsors. Be sure to hit up our link tree in our social media bios at FEOTV Pod, Instagram and Twitter. It's where you can find those. Atemi Sports, Great Resistance Bands, High Alpine Brewing. If you're in Gunnison, it is the place to go. Great pizza too, Niko. Great pizza.
Great pizza, very good pizza.
Very good pizza with some great beer. And then also Fanatics, Fubo TV. If you're a Tampa Bay fan and don't have Super Bowl memorabilia yet, what are you doing?
Or Stanley Cup memorabilia.
Yeah, or it's crazy. You should go get yourself something now. So that through the Fanatics link in our bio, and then Fubo TV. If you're tired of blackouts, you can start a free 7-day trial. Just try it out. That's all you got to do, exactly. And then you don't have to have a cable contract anymore. All right. Let's get into our new segments.
Got some good ones, man.
New
some
segments.
Fun ones.
Niko
we don't have pickem anymore.
No,
don't have pickem anymore, so we got some fire ones, I think.
This is going to help us fill up some time on our show, and then Niko came up with these ones. So let's start with What's Brewing, presented by the High Alpine Brewing Company. Follow them on Instagram and Twitter at High Alpine Brew. They're also on Facebook, so go like them there. This is just random, kind of like almost like a gossipy story in the world of sports, right? That's kind of
basically like either a rumor that's coming up or something that you're like, you're like, oh, this is interesting. Like you're just like intrigued by it, basically.
Okay, I'll have you start.
You want me to start? Okay, yeah. Jimmy. Well, I got a question for you. Did you know that Chris Hogan played football? Because that man is a professional lacrosse player in the PLL, baby. Premier Lacrosse League, man. Shout out to PLL because I'm a big fan of the PLL. I'm a big lacrosse guy. I played lacrosse growing up for so long. And Chris Hogan, Super Bowl champ with the Patriots.
2-time Super Bowl champ.
He retired his NFL career and now is playing in the lacrosse, Premier Lacrosse League with Paul Rabel, bunch of great young guys. Trevor Baptiste, who went to Denver University, one of the best face-off. I know you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. One of the best face-off guys in lacrosse history. He entered the draft. Is very, very big for the sport. Mm-hmm. They are nationally televised. They bought out the MLL, which is the Major League Lacrosse, which had the Denver Outlaws, which were a team here, but that's no longer a thing. It's a whole little spiel. But the PLL is doing a lot of great things. They are. They won the 2020 award for the fastest growing league, I believe. I don't know what the awards were, but they won fastest grossing league. They're on, like I said, on NBCSN. The season starts in April. We'll find a team because we're gonna be.
I was gonna say, what team are we gonna back? Because none of the teams are in cities, right?
Yeah, so we can just back whoever.
That's true.
There's some cool names. There's the Redwoods with like a huge bear on the chest. There's the Atlas, which is like a huge horn. Yeah. There's the Water Dogs.
I know the Water Dogs because the PMT.
Yeah.
But the Atlas, I like Greek mythology.
I don't think it has anything to do with Greek mythology.
Well,
I'll be honest with you.
Shit, maybe
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, shout out Chris Hogan because it's bringing a lot of eyes to the sport. And lacrosse is, it's obviously not as big of a sport as some of the big ones. But
if they can get a little bit bigger and release a video game, they might start getting.
They've tried for so many years.
I would love playing a lacrosse video game.
It's so bad. There were some terrible ones.
How can it be that much harder than doing hockey?
Because the buttons are weird. There's so many little things with lacrosse. Because like you switch arms, you pass. It's a hockey one. They're still trying to figure it all out. Like hockey wasn't great at first. They're still trying to figure it all out. They've been for so many years, but they're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
But hopefully they do. I wouldn't hate it
for the next gen console. Why not? I would like it. A PLL video game. I'd Twitch stream that. By the way, on YouTube we might once the summer starts coming around and the sports start slowing down, we might be launching a Twitch channel.
Sure.
Well, you'll get to see me dominate Niko and Madden.
Yeah, but I'll dominate him Chell and 2K.
Oh, Chell? Are
2K.
You kidding
we'll
me?
have a good game in Chell, but I'll dominate you 2K.
Yeah.
Guaranteed 2K win here.
That's true. Because I don't know. I'd have to go through the tutorial. And that might even be content in it of itself because who knows what that's going to look like.
But shout out Chris Hogan. That's my first What's Brewing presented by High Alpine Brewing Company.
My first What's Brewing, Aisha Curry. She cut her hand on a champagne bottle trying to celebrate the perfect Valentine's Day. And she cut her hand, had to spend all of it in the emergency room getting stitches. I just thought it was the wife of the best shooter of all time. Just really
can't handle a knife.
Yeah, can't handle a knife. I'll give her some leeway because champagne bottles can be iffy sometimes.
Champagne bottles are very, very difficult at times.
But I don't know how you cut your hand. Yeah. And cut it bad enough to where you're in the ER for the rest of the day. I guess stars are just like us.
Yeah,
they can screw up everything just like us.
That's true.
That's my first What's Brewing presented by the High Alpine Brewing Company. Follow them at High Alpine Brew on Instagram and Twitter, and then like them on Facebook. Now let's get to one that we introduced last week, Off the Hinges, presented by the Unhinged Sports Network. I'll start with this one because we've mentioned fan-controlled football a couple times. And Johnny Manziel is back in my doghouse. I wanted to root for him because I'm a big Mike Stud fan, and Mike is doing a bunch of different things with his brand, and one of them is sports agency, and he's working with Johnny Manziel in a comeback tour. I wanted to root for him in that sense, and then listening to his post-game interview last night where we win or lose here on the Buzz, we booze, which the Buzz is his team name. And I have a problem with this because it undermines the importance and the actual legitimacy of the league as a whole. Because this is the star, this is the face of your league because he's the only guy who has any kind of a name recognition, unless you're a very independent football. Like that's your thing. So I know, Zach, you know plenty more players in the fan-controlled football league. But this is the face of your league, and he's saying that it doesn't matter if we win or lose, and this is... He also came out and said that this is in no way trying to get him getting back in the NFL. Having the biggest star in your league do that makes it so much harder for the guys who don't actually have anything else going on to actually move themselves forward to maybe make something out of their own shot. It's a bad look for the league, and I know that he's not a good role model. He's never been a good role model, and he's never claimed to be. But you got to have some... I figured it would hit him at some point that being a professional is trying to move the game forward, and you took all of it's like when you're in the WWE and you say, I don't want to win that title means nothing. I don't care if we win this football game, this fan control football game means nothing. We're going to drink just the same as we would if we lost, if we win. It's something that I'd expect from our rec league team, not from a guy who's in a professional, semi-professional league, whatever you want to call it.
Semi-professional is a better way to put it.
Whatever you want to call it, but these guys are looking for legitimate chances, and he made a complete joke out of all of it. It really rubbed me the wrong way. And I think, for what I wanted from Johnny Manziel, I'm just resigning myself to the fact that he's never going to change.
It is what it is. Like I said, there's a lot of weird things this fan-controlled football league. I know you're probably going to be watching it because everyone on the Unhinged Network loves watching it.
I really don't know.
I'll watch the XFL when it comes back.
Yeah.
But this is not that intriguing to me. I'll be honest with you. I loved arena football. Like when we had the Colorado Crush here, that was some of the most fun football games I've ever been to. That's where I fell in love with the game first. Because Saul Patu was the quote-unquote linebacker for the Colorado Crush, and that's where I got number 48 from. I wore 48 throughout Little League, playing football, and I wore 48 in high school as well. And that's where the number came from. And I loved Colorado Crush with Damian Harrell and John Dutton and John Elway owning the team when he was actually a good GM. I know, sorry, John.
He should go back to his
Sorry, John.
days.
And then all those arena bowls with him and John Bon Jovi, all those commercials, funny commercials, when John Bon Jovi owned the Philadelphia Soul. Those are throwbacks. Look at those commercials.
We
those
have
are funny.
Young listeners, they're thinking that you're speaking gibberish.
Yeah, they think
we're making all this up.
Yes,
like,
John.
oh, they're in Colorado. They're high. No, we're not.
No, this is real. I promise this is real.
This is all legit.
And we won two arena bowls.
Don't you have a Crush jersey somewhere?
Oh, yeah, I do. I had a Damian Harrell jersey. It's probably my parents' house. But I had one. I have a Crush hat that was signed by the whole team. I was at the first arena bowl that they won. I think it was Arena Bowl 20. I don't honestly.
We practiced on part of their turf because we bought our Little League coach bought that.
Yeah, I like arena football, but that was just a shit show. Fan control football, I don't know.
Especially if you have fans who don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it.
It's for the memes, honestly. And that may ruin the league.
It may. It doesn't make any sense. I look at college football as the minor leagues anyways, so I'm a really diehard college football fan. I will watch the XFL. I watched the AAF when it was going on, but I'm not going to find the 10th Spring League or whatever else is going to pop up. I'm not that diehard.
Sorry, Zach. We're just not that diehard. We're diehard football fans.
I'd rather watch old NFL or college football highlights than watch a new league with people that have a 1 in 10 billion chance of making it to the NFL.
And especially if they're taking it as seriously as Johnny Manziel is.
Win or lose, we booze, baby.
Yeah.
No. Win or lose, we booze here.
Yeah, that's a pass on me.
That's pass.
Me, for now, my off the hinges. Jokic is not getting any MVP respect. None at all. I have seen so many analysts say this is LeBron's MVP year. This is Joel Embiid's MVP year. This is KD.
Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard has been on the cusp a little bit. But people are not mentioning Jokic at all. The disrespect. The Nuggets right now are 2.5 games back from the same record of what the Sixers have. It's not like the Sixers are this great team. Jokic is playing better than Embiid is. He is the best player usage of anyone in the league. He's a part of almost every single bucket when he's on the floor for the Denver Nuggets, whether it be assists, hockey assists, or scoring it actually, or getting the offensive rebound, whatever it may be. He's always a part of the offense, and he's playing at an ungodly level. The dude put up a triple-double against the Lakers on Sunday, and he played a bad game. He didn't score in the second half technically, and he still put up great numbers, and we beat the reigning champions.
Yeah.
Put some respect on this guy's name, man. It is just ridiculous. He's been playing outstanding. Man, this Nuggets team would be nowhere without him. And
they would be nothing
without him. And Jokic deserves more respect. It's going to be very interesting at the end of the year how the All-NBA teams plan out. Because you can only take one technically center, and I'm hoping they put Jokic and Embiid together because you're going to snub one of them. Those two have been playing out outstanding.
Do you think that they're probably going to do the same thing they did last year with Anthony Davis's first team, and then?
It's just weird because you also have Giannis, you also have KD, you have LeBron, all his frontcourt players, and right now Jokic and Embiid deserve first team all NBA.
Mm-hmm.
And KD and Giannis have had great seasons, but what we're seeing out of these two big men have been incredible.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love I love the basketball in the paint anyways. If you listen to me call Silver Creek High School games, I really enjoy when people get in the paint, run the post move, spin, and all that kind of stuff. I really like that, but Jokic is playing that position in such a different way than anybody else has played it before. It's cool to watch because I understand I'm watching historic greatness.
We're seeing a new wave of the big man.
This season will never be duplicated unless these guys start following what Nikola Jokic is able to do. So I like that Off the Hinges a lot. Now the last one, and by the way, Off the Hinges sponsored by the Unhinged Sports Network. Last new segment that we're going to introduce here. What's on your screen? This one's presented by Fubo TV. Free 7-day trial if you use the link in our link tree. Mine, I'll tell you what mine is right off the bat, and that's the Avalanche Golden Knights Lake Tahoe Winter Classic.
This is basically just what game we're watching.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you never heard this one.
Jimmy. Yeah, first time.
What I'm going to be watching this week, I will watch pregame and postgame coverage of it as well because we don't get to. I should celebrate this like when I celebrate getting to watch a Bengals game. That's how good this is going to be. Avalanche are playing on NBC in the Winter Classic in Lake Tahoe against the Vegas Golden Knights. Nothing can be better than that. It's going to be great content.
Lake Tahoe, you get to see the Nordiques jerseys first, right? First time, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, it's going to be fire.
And they're going to look great compared to those god-awful red ones that the Knights have, if that's the one. The Knights honestly might go with their.
But they're weird.
They might go with their reflective gold helmets. Did you see those?
With the red jerseys?
I don't know.
That's really weird. I don't mind the gold.
I don't like the shiny gold helmets. It looks too gold member.
But if you make it if you make a gold helmet like solid gold like that, that's weird too.
I don't know. I didn't think it looked terrible when they wore the gold.
The weekend meme, ladies and gentlemen, the weekend meme was funny with it. Having the weekend in the little mirror thing was funny. I forgot who said that to us, but that was funny.
I wonder if there was an unfortunate schmelting accident to try and get all those helmets made. I know who their new biggest fan is, and that's Goldmember. John Travolta as well as Mike Myers, both of them. The Fire Shot. I need the Fire Shot. But that's what I'm watching. And if you're an Avalanche fan, this is a huge day. I know we can't go to this game in person, or there might be a very limited capacity. I want to get to a Winter Classic game so badly. I talked to Ken and Trevor. They've been to 2 of them. Outdoor games are interesting. You freeze your butt off, obviously, because it's hockey in the winter. But it would be even cooler if they were playing it on the actual lake. And we talked about P.T. Belmore, like, oh, I get to play on the lake. I've never played on the lake before. No, we're playing on the golf course right there. But that's fine.
It's still the same, man. I did go to the Avs Red Wings Winter Classic from I think 4 or 5 years ago, but we sucked.
Which stadium was that?
It was at Coors Field.
There you go.
God damn it, we had to bring up Coors Field, Jimmy.
Well, that's why they sucked. And then The Avs don't really play well when they play outside because didn't they lose last year in the Air Force
Well,
Academy?
the whole Air Force Stadium also was a shit show because they couldn't get the fans in there at time because it was a one entrance.
It's
to
a
Air
very
Force
it's a
Academy.
military base.
Yeah,
so.
and there was one lane, and people didn't get into the stadium until like the end of the second period, and that was a whole shit show.
Yeah.
I can't believe you've never seen that, but or heard about that. But that was a whole bad thing about last year's Winter Classic. But I mean, no fan. It's cool. Lake Placid it has its
Lake
Lake
Placid is New York,
yeah,
where
that's
the
one
Russians
of the
got beat by the
Americans,
Americans. Yeah.
God damn, I'll shout out also 70-year anniversary as we recorded this of the TJ Yoshi goal. God damn, what a fucking Yoshi again.
Go listen to
Might
that
beat the
Doc Emmerich
Russians.
call.
Yeah, we beat the Russians, but yeah, that's a good one. What's on my screen this week? I'm going Lakers Heat rematch. NBA Finals. Heat have been slipping a little bit. The Lakers just lost AD, so gonna be a good matchup. Saturday night on ABC. Good old Mike Breen back on the call.
Mm-hmm.
That's must watch TV. Like I said, it's always fun when you have the two NBA Finals opponents against one another, especially LeBron playing against his former team. Always a good time.
Yeah, that's Return to the Evil Empire almost.
Return-
That could
yeah.
be that one. Also, bang! Mike Breen. It's going to be on Fubo TV. So that's what's on your screen, presented by Fubo TV. Like we said, all of these partnerships that sponsored those segments are in our link tree. And then check out Atemi Sports and Colorcast as well. We're trying to figure out something for those two, but we got those partners there. Now let's get into our normal segments of the week, and we'll start with the worst one, the one that you don't want to win, ladies and gentlemen. Benchwarmer of the week. It's fun. It's getting. I like this one. It's grown on me a little bit as we've continued to do it. I'll let you start because I did the last two segments. Who's your benchwarmer of the week?
My benchwarmer of the week. It's someone that I had a lot of faith in. She's only 22 years old. Macy Barber. Macy Barber. She threw more ghost jabs than I've ever seen in my life. And she was in the co-main event. She's a lot of hype. She's very young. She's a lot of great will, but she got dominated by Alex Grasso. And I was hoping she would help me win some money because I bet some money on her. But it is what it is. Macy Barber, like I said, she's our age. So the prime for UFC fighters are usually in their 30s. She was jabbing the air the whole fight. It was kind of funny. So I'm going with Macy Barber.
Yeah, Alexa Grasso, a little bit more experience that could have gone into play there, but I don't think it makes sense that with the hype that she had going into it makes sense. Talking about somebody who has hype, and then the fact it's partially because he has so much hype and is looked at as the future of our team, and then the guy that postered him. So my benchwarmer of the week is MPJ, and it's because he got posterized by Kyle freaking Kuzma.
I'm just glad it wasn't your play of the week. I'm just glad.
I thought about it, but then I didn't want to. I wanted to throw some shade at MPJ because come on, don't let Kuz do. Kuz is not good. Kuz is okay.
Kuz is okay.
Kuz is okay.
He's not great. Kuz is okay.
He should be playing in New Orleans. You told me about that on Friday night.
Yeah, they decided to keep Kuzma instead of Brandon Ingram.
But I don't know how you let that happen, especially because MPJ is a lot bigger than he is. MPJ is a lot taller.
I think they're about the same, honestly.
It was a bad look.
I don't know.
It was a bad look, so
Yeah,
MPJ
yeah.
gets my benchwarmer of the week. Don't get posterized by the least liked player on the other team.
I mean, like I said,
if it was LeBron, it makes sense.
yeah, you can shake off of LeBron. Actually, you can't really shake off of LeBron.
No,
because you'll be all over ESPN. Kuzma, at least like a few people heard about it and then everyone forgot about it. But we'll talk about it still.
Everybody was like, "Oh, Kuzma postered MPJ," and then everybody started hating on Kyle Kuzma in the comments because that's just how.
That's just how they go. That's how Lakers fans go.
Yeah, they hate him. But all right, let's move on. Beats of the week. Some interesting ones because, like we said, we're trying